This video is presented by EA Game Changers. Hi everybody, it's Kayla, and welcome back to Speed Build Someday. So today we are building a house in the trailer park in Strangerville for my new Strangerville Let's Play. I'll link the first part down below, post another one tomorrow if you guys are interested in that. Listen. So I've made some ranty videos about this pack. I made a rant about this pack. I'll link that too, where I complained a lot about the world and the reusing of a base game starter home and some issues with build mode and stuff. But let's be real for a second. I really enjoy a lot of this world. I don't mean to say all bad things about Strangerville. I had so much fun building this house, and granted I didn't use many objects from Strangerville because there aren't really many objects in Strangerville, but I did use the fence in the front yard from Strangerville, and I did build it in the world. This trailer park lot is one of the coolest things we have in the game. I'm gonna be honest. I have wanted a thing like this forever, and I'm so glad we have it. So I don't mean to say only bad things about this pack. I did have so much fun building this, and I'm excited to build some more for the bigger lots up in like the hilltop area. So listen. I might complain a bunch, but I do really like a lot of this pack, and I've played the gameplay now, and I did have fun playing it. I don't think this pack is very replayable, as in once you've played through the gameplay, I feel like it's kind of over and not very fun to play again, but I did have a really good time playing the game. So like, I know I complained a lot about build mode, I was just really upset and in shock, but listen. We've grown, still bothered by the base game house, but it's fine, and now we have this house, which is not at all base game. And I'm pretty sure the only Strangerville item in this... Wait, no, there's the Yeehaw painting. Yeah, I used the Yeehaw painting. That's what I keep calling it. It's that one painting that has, like, the cowboy picture in it and stuff. I did use the Yeehaw painting, so there's that. But the sort of subtle but also not so subtle story that I gave to my sim, the person who's going to live in this house, her name is Dima. She's a military person who's trying to solve the Strangerville mystery. But in my head, because I didn't know what the mystery was, and so, because I obviously didn't want to, like, get any spoilers before I played it, and so in my head I was like, yeah, her grandma's sister disappeared to Strangerville a long time ago. Yeah, that's what and now she wants to solve the mystery. That's the story. And I was like really like, I don't know, I just kind of stumbled through my backstory, and that's what has happened now. And so there's this Yeehaw painting where there's this person like riding a horse off into the sunset, and in my mind that's the grandma's sister who rode her horse off into the sunset and then never returned. Which is stupid, I know, but listen, it's fine. I also really enjoyed the interior of this house. Like, I like how small it is. I realized upon playing in it that some parts of it aren't functional. For example, the kitchen counters don't work because there's an object on them. Your Sims can't actually sleep in the bed the way that I placed it, but when I put it on the gallery, I did fix it. So, would you look at that? I play tested the house. You know who didn't play test their houses? EA, when they released these builds in this world, because the kitchen in the bunker lot doesn't work. Ooh, got 'em. Sorry. I just thought it was funny that I was complaining about them not playtesting, and then I went to play in my own house, and I realized it didn't work, and I was like, this is my bad. But I also did end up playtesting it, so like realistically, who wins? It's me. I win. Like I said, I don't mean to keep complaining about this pack because I do like a lot of this pack. I really do think the world is amazing, and this trailer park area is the coolest thing in the world. Like, I just love to play with like Sims that live in this sort of like I like to have sort of rags to riches sort of storylines where my Sims have like really cheap houses and they have to make their money and rise up and stuff, and this is the kind of lot that's perfect for that because like it makes the area feel fitting. This is what I imagine the area in Oasis Springs, like the cheaper lot area where Johnny Zest lives. I imagine that area looking like this, and now we have like an actual lot that looks like this. And the area around, I don't know if you can tell, but some of the trailers, you can't actually go into them or live in them or anything, but the trailers around, there's like a chair in the front yard of one of them, and you can sit in that chair. Like, it's a functional chair. And that I think is really cool, because a lot of times when you have like surrounding lots in neighborhoods, you can't touch them. Like, they're just sort of there, you can't walk in front of them or anything, but these lots are actually like kind of interactive because you can like sit in them, which I know is like a dumb little thing, but I was really excited by that because it makes it feel so real. And like, yeah, no one lives in these trailers or anything, and you can't go in them, but they do exist. And I was really, really excited about it. I was so excited about it. I wish that like, it would be so fun to have an RV kind of thing in the game. Realistically, like, why would we have that? Because we don't have cars, and like, how would it work? Because you probably couldn't go into it or anything, but if it was like similar to how tents work, in The Sims 4, where your Sims can just like go into it and sleep in it and like read in it and woohoo in it and stuff. Like maybe you could like click in it, and then there's like some interactions they can do. That'd be kind of cool. But also probably kind of pointless. There are a lot of things that would be cool, but also like not cool enough to actually have in the game, you know? Like you just, sometimes you get an idea and you're like, oh, I'd love to have that in The Sims. And then you think more about it and you're like, oh, realistically, like, do I really need that in The Sims? Like, do I really need functional trailers in The Sims? There are so many things I'd rather have than functional trailers. Don't waste your time making functional trailers. You can make other things if you'd like. Anyway, there's a laptop in this build now, because if you missed it, this pack has laptops, which is awesome. I am so glad we oh, and there's the Yeehaw painting. But I'm so glad we finally have laptops, because I have been wanting them in the game forever. I wish that they were a little bit better, because like I'm spoiled by the Sims 3's laptops. If you didn't know, in the Sims 3, they came with University, and your Sims could like take them out and sit in the grass and like go on their laptop, and they would sit on the floor with it and stuff. In the Sims 4, they have to be on a desk, but you can still take them in your inventory, and they also have a mouse. And then when you put it in your inventory, I think it's kind of disorienting that when you put it in your inventory, it still looks open. Like, I sort of wish it closed in their inventory, but the laptops don't close, and they have to have the mouse, which is kind of a little bit meh, but also, in my mind, like, I know that if they had made the laptops, like, super cool and animated and all this stuff, it would take away from other aspects of the game, and I'd rather have a more detailed, like, gameplay storyline than spend all kinds of time on the animations for laptops. Like, this pack has a new sparring animation. It's got all kinds of new, like, weird, diseased animations with the crazy Sims in StrangerVille, you know? Like, there are a lot of really cool things in this pack, and that would all be worse, or some of it will be non-existent if they made laptops more functional. So I guess I can get behind laptops not closing and stuff, although I do wish they could sit on the floor with them. I really do, because I miss that. Like, I miss, like, bringing my Sims laptop to the park and, like, sitting on the floor and writing in it and stuff. I know it's kind of dumb, but I really enjoyed that in The Sims 3, and we can't do that in The Sims 4, but they can, like, stick it on a table, so it's not like they can't bring it to the park. They can still just, like, put it on a picnic table. Actually, can they put it on a picnic table? I haven't tested that. I know that you can, like, put it in your inventory and bring it to any sort of desk or table. Like, you could bring it to the tables at the bar in this world. You could bring it to, like, I don't know, tables at the library. You could bring it anywhere, but it has to be on a table or a desk, but any sort of, like, sitting surface that they can use, if that makes sense. It's like that it's stuck at the same height. You know how you can't place computers on the floor at all? Even if you, like, lower them or anything, they just stay at the same height. You can't move them. The laptops are like that. They're just, like, a different looking computer that can just be dragged in your inventory, sort of like how easels can be put in your inventory now, if that makes any sense. I've now explained to you in too much detail how laptops work in the game. Oh god, spoilers, I'm sorry. Just kidding. I'm sorry. Anyway, I used a lot of packs in this build because I was making a house for my Let's Play sim. Oftentimes when I'm building sort of smaller houses like this, I'll end up trying to limit my packs just so that, I don't know, it makes it so more people can download it, but I wanted to use a lot so that it looked really detailed and stuff and cluttered, because like I said, I am putting my sim for a Let's Play here, and so I wanted to have like those toddler lights and stuff, and so like realistically, there are way too many packs in this build. Way too many. But that's okay. It's worth it. This house is also very similar to the EA house that is here originally, but just, better. Am I allowed to say that? Ugh. I think it's better. You'll see I put a chess table down, and it's because in my mind, I was like, military career, okay, logic and fitness skill, because I'm used to The Sims 3 and stuff, and then I realized that you don't need the logic skill at all in this career. Well, I've only got to level 6, so maybe you do, but I doubt that after level 6 they're gonna add a new skill in, right? Maybe they will. I don't know, but either way, there's a chess table here, but I don't think that your military sims need to learn the logic skill. So that's my bad. I was just excited, and I figured that it would, but it didn't. But the other ones do, like the astronaut career needs the military skill. No, it needs the logic skill, but I don't know. The sparring interaction that the military sims can do is really cool. They have a lot of animations, like they can salute each other. There's like a military introduction now. They can spar. They like actually start fighting. And I don't mean like the one where like in The Sims, so there's the big cloud forms and they start spinning around. Like when they spar, they start like kicking and punching each other for real. And it's not like very aggressive because it's just sparring and it's just like a looping animation, but it's really cool. And I don't know, I was like, wow, am I playing the extreme violence mod right now? And it's just in The Sims, which is interesting to me. So there's a lot of cool things in this pack. Like I said, I don't mean to bash on it too much because I do enjoy this pack. I said it in my stream yesterday, but I feel like this pack it is definitely worth the money. I don't think it's a ripoff. Like, I think that this pack is worth $20 for sure. I just think that other packs are worth more. Like, I think that if you have $20 to spend on The Sims, I wouldn't spend it on StrangerVille. I would spend it on a different game pack first. Like, I would get Parenthood over this any day. And that's just how I play The Sims, though. Like, I much prefer, like, more family-based gameplay and stuff, but I just feel like this pack, the gameplay ends at some point. Like, there's gonna come a point where you don't play it again. And a lot of the build items and things aren't very replayable either. Whereas, like, Parenthood, you're always gonna be using it. It's like a constant part of your gameplay. So I just think it's worth the money more than like this pack would be. But if you like the pack, definitely get it. It's definitely worth the money. I wouldn't pick it out personally. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off right here. Make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day. And so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye everybody. Speaking of StrangerVille, I am streaming this tonight again. I'm doing some more building. So if you want to come hang out, let's do it. Twitch TV /lilsimsie. Please, I need attention. Please, thank you. I love you.